Hello and welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Metro Sim Hustle. So this will be episode 5 already. We had a bit of a problem in our last run through in that, well, two things, and it worked out alright in the end, is that I did play the game and then my internet connection kept dropping out and I got knocked over twice on the busy main road there. And what that meant is that all my hard-earned cash was taken away, because if you get taken to hospital, it costs you $100. Then the game, I didn't save it, so it wasn't the game's fault in either case. So there weren't bugs. It was my internet and then forgetting to save the game. So here we are back with $159. Our hydration is looking a little bit concerning. So we'll head off into the world and see what mischief we can get up to today. We've left our food in the lockers because they're currently ingredients that we need for recipes. We do have some drinks, thankfully, in our inventory, so let's sort out that hydration. May as well drink all of them. Nutrition is just under halfway, and so we probably should address that as well. So you haven't watched the other episodes in the series, they are numbered. So it started with the kind of first 30 minutes of playthrough and then turned into a series, because there's actually quite a few things to do on here. So backstory is that we're currently down on our luck, living in this derelict building. We've been through the derelict building to loot what crates were in there, and you generally get foodstuffs. There are 20 present boxes dotted around the city. Let's just see where. Oh, it was on the phone, wasn't it? So we have a look at our career there, route panel, accurate route panel settings. So this is the main job that we're supposed to have, is as a metro operator. Just having a look at some of these other things. There's a fitness thing on there to show our steps. Okay, no, hotel, casino, business. Okay. And as I say in the other videos, this is a computer game, so there will be some unsavoury stuff in this. So we had some underground fight club action and potentially some drug dealing, which I absolutely don't endorse, of course, in real life. But we may have to do that to make some money in the game. So there are various vehicles dotted around. There's no drivability of them at the moment. I don't know whether this is a full game or perhaps there'll be content added. There seems to be scope for that. I think it was a PC port. So the water treatment centre oddly had a kind of reptile in there that we talked to. So we need to find a safe crossing point on the road. So whilst there's lots of drug dealing and lots of swearing in the dialogue boxes, it at least encourages decent road safety. So let's start our day off with, I think we'll probably do 2 metro runs, try and build up our cash. We did go into the nightclub, which, is that just around the corner there? Or is that there? That is the nightclub. So it's $20 to get in, and then there was, you can get drinks and things like that. Let's go into the metro. We've currently only got the Civic Line license. So the idea is, for some reason, we've been missing. I always struggle with this. parking brake. Doesn't always seem to work when you press down. It's probably me. So we have, in terms of the main kind of, I suppose, grind of the game, it's driving this Metro, and if we exceed the speed limits then we will get fined. So we just want to press R2 to get up to speed, and then you can let go of it and it'll just maintain it. Here, if we see any workers on the side of the track, we want to press the left thumbstick to alert them, and we get rewarded for that. That's $5, and you can see that we've got a counter down there to be able to get to our stations on time. So it's a bit of a skill, seems to be, to stop exactly on time. Oh, we're just 1 foot short there of getting there dead on time. That's a shame. So left on the thumbstick to open the doors, see the passenger count go up there. Once everybody's on board, we can close the doors again with left on the directional pad, and the countdown continues to get to the next station. So apparently we can also get rewards for, okay, so we've alerted him. Just stick at 30, because although sometimes it says you can do 40 or 50. Let's see if we can get this stopping. Again, it seems to be that last foot we're just missing. Passengers on board. And there's also a mechanic to say what the next stop is. So generally speaking, you're going to get about $100 for each run of the Metro. We also, on one of the run-throughs, had a fire, so there's a I think it's R1 to extinguish the fire, and there was also heads up that there could be terrorist activity, and so you have the opportunity to call security as well. Just trying to talk and get this to perfect stopping distance. We overran that time. Doors open. So my worst run, I did, I think, 8 minutes, which is ridiculous from this short track outdoors. And we got that down to half the time. So if you've played the game, how are you doing? Are you able to pick this up quite quickly? Where's the best stopping point? And how many runs can you do in a day? I suppose you could just do it indefinitely, but you do need to eat and drink as well. So the idea is going to be to try and build up a bit of cash, so that we can explore some of the other game mechanics. But it's not your typical simulator in that you're in kind of a static environment. There's of course some repetition to it. That's what happens with all the simulator games. Right, come on, let's try and get at least one perfect one. 2 foot short. Try that time. And at 30 miles an hour, it is quite, not unforgiving, but that's probably the wrong word. But there's not much scope, I would say, for not getting it perfect. Just no bad thing. Keeps it a bit more interesting to try and get it perfect. So let's try and get at least one run where we don't get fined for speeding as well. So this is a shorter one. That 1 foot really gets me every time, doesn't it? Okay, so 4:57. So about 5 minutes to run. We got up to 200 passengers, I think, at one point there, which is good. So that should mean that I think we get about $half per passenger. We'll have a look at the summary. And then we drive to the end of the line, and depending on how well we did, we'll get some dollars and some bonus items as well. So in terms of game time, we're now at about 2 PM. So we've got plenty of time to get another run in. And for the purposes of the video, what we'll do is, rather than just do metro runs, is we're going to have a look around the rest of the city and see what else we can do. Okay, let's make sure we don't. What happens if you don't slow down the time for the barrier? Okay, so we got better bonuses that time. We got $19 and a packet of cigarettes. So the summary there shows us we got 270 passengers. So we've got $135. Punctuality bonus, we've not got any of those yet. Well, it'd be interesting to see what that is. Route setting bonus, we got $2. So you press, I think, down on the directional stick, directional pad even, to then say which station's next. So it looks like you just get $1 per station. Workers alerted, $5 each time. We didn't get any speeding fines, thankfully, or any repair costs. So I guess if you don't stop on time and you damage the train and get money taken off you. Then down at the bottom, we got our bonus items, so $19 in cash. And, excuse me, it shows us how many skill points we need to get in order to get our B license. There we go. So that's one successful run. Our nutrition is looking a bit dodgy. What we don't want to do is lose $100 because we have collapsed due to malnutrition. So the hospital mechanic, it did say that if you don't have the $100, it will take what you can afford to pay. So basically any cash that you've got left. So I don't think there's a way to kind of die, per se, in the game. But it is going to cost you your precious dollars, your hard-earned cash, every time you don't manage your hunger or nutrition there. So there should be a cafe around somewhere. Where is that? I was going to say, and there is a shop which I stumbled across, which I've now stumbled across again. So this is going to give us more food options, because the cafes only have donuts and cookies and croissants. So this is a full-on convenience store. Let's not mess around. We need to eat quite quickly. So hot dogs seem to be quite good. Get 3 of those. I'll just eat those whilst I'm in the shop. So they fill up our nutrition bar quite well. It probably looks like it'd take about 5 to completely fill it up. Whilst we were on the metro, our hydration has also dropped, so it's dropped fairly quickly. I'm going to take any amphetamines while I'm in the convenience store, thank you very much. So let's do a bit of a stock up exercise, because we're not doing too bad for cash at the moment. Sour cream and potato chips is $2 and gives us 10 nutrition. Excuse me. Barbecue, so all the chips are going to give us 10. Chocolate bar gives us 5, but it's cheaper. And frozen entree gives us 35, but don't think we have any way to cook it. Yes, for use in the microwave only. If you can use the microwave in the shop. There's a microwave there. Let's give it a go. Browse items. Food. We can either have an oriental chicken, a sweat-inducive combination of plump, hormone-injected chicken matched to an oversized portion of brown rice, all soaked in a proprietary MSG-based spicy sauce. Very lovely. German sausage, a savoury mix of mechanically separated meat sausage, paired with a hearty serving of baked beans in a maple and bacon sauce, all made from imported ingredients for use in the microwave only. And last but not least, Italian pasta, a colossal mouth-watering serving of shell-shaped pasta processed with low-quality wheat, doused in an artificial high-sodium powder-based cheese sauce for use in the microwave only. So all the agony of choice. Microwave. Let's put our frozen entree in there. That's a nice little touch. So we've got 8 seconds to cook our meal. I'm guessing we can't put it back in our inventory. Wrong button. Yes, we can. So we don't need to eat that right now. So we could save that. That's okay, so that's good to know. I think what I'm going to do is buy a few of those, leave them in the inventory. Hopefully they don't go bad. We need to sort out our hydration now. If I can press the right button. Okay, so let's do a big shop. So in terms of beverages, the water is more expensive, but it gives us better hydration. So let's go ahead and get 3 water and protein shake. So that sorts out nutrition as well and energy. So we've got beef cream, different flavours. Let's get 3 of those. We can pick up we'll get ourselves a sex machine lottery ticket. Oh, that's $5. That's quite expensive, actually. And we'll get 2 microwave meals. So we tried the oriental chicken. We'll have a German sausage and an Italian pasta. pop those in the microwave, and then we'll put them back in our inventory. So we are and we'll have a drink in the meantime. We'll have a bottle of water, have another bottle of water. So we need 3, so it's about $15 worth of water to fully fill up your hydration. Where's our other meal? Frozen and tray. So what we did need to find in our recipes, so I'll bring that up in just a sec. Let's have a look. In our recipes on the phone, what's that? Recipes for, we needed a spice jar. I don't know where you get those from. So we can, there's a coffee machine here as well. Like highlighted a minute ago, but now we can't seem to use it. Perhaps we need a cup or something. So that should take care of us for now. It's a shame you can't set markers on the map actually. So our map is just a static map like that. Oh, actually, you can just see, I don't know if I can zoom in on this because I can't move the cursor, but up where Slater Street is, it does actually show a little blue indicator of where we are in the map. So although it's static, it does show the player position, so we can see there are actually a few shops dotted around. I just haven't really come across them. So if we were to go straight ahead to the left there, then there's another shop. We'll go and see what that is. So we've got a couple of different points of interest. It looks like entertainment wise we got 4 points of interest. We've got a couple of unknown areas there, and some money options. So let's go and see if we can make some money. So there should then be another shop across here. Which is a clinic. So this is where we get kicked out. Oh, there's one of the present boxes. And it contained deodorant. Let's see what John Clark. Okay, so we have to find the right dialogue options. To increase the relationship. Guess we have to come back at a later point. Right, okay, let's have a look at tasks on our phone. So we had some messages which are to make some. Oh, we got a new message from our supervisor. Nice work on your first shift. I was glad to see you back to work today. You'll have that license upgrade in no time. Logan Cross. I need a medium batch of cocaine. Can you get it for me soon? I've got $300 waiting for you. Don't know how we accept these. Alex Park. Someone said they were opening up a building to hack a computer. Unknown sender. Okay, so we could go and do that now. A phone call, Dodger and Bluff at Republic Tower. So where's Republic Tower? Midnight Plaza. Not sure it actually says on here. Imperial Avenue. Okay, let's just oops. Let's carry on this way. See if we can't find. I'm guessing Republic Tower will be fairly tall. So we'll follow this around. We've got until 8 AM in the morning. Although we should probably get in some sleep as well. We'll find Republic Tower. So these ones with a lock icon, these are buildings that we can then lockpick and loot. There's the nightclub. Well, there's a tower, but that is beyond the expressway, which I'm guessing is the corner of the map. So oddly, the player indicator, as you saw before that I was saying that we were outside the shop on Slater Street, it seems to have disappeared now. So we've got no means at the moment of knowing where we are on the map. It's not huge, it'd probably be fairly easy to get your bearings if you're sense of direction is slightly better than mine. There's a tower ahead of us, so we'll go straight down the other end, and then we'll try the other side of the street as well. So as we were saying, yeah, not your normal sim where you're in a static environment. It's a bit of a, I'd call it, if I had to summarise it, I'd call it a light life simulator, in that there is some variety to it, as you'd expect. I mean, for $9.99, I think it's well worth it, and you can't expect a kind of massive sprawling kind of Grand Theft Auto style Republic Tower. So this is where we needed to get in, and so we found our office. Just see whether we can get in here. But it's fairly well populated. It's not just kind of loads of shell buildings. You can get into quite a few of them. There's scope to the different things that you can do. You've got your kind of health management. How do we know which? I was going to say, I don't know which button we're supposed to press. There's quite a few choices there. There's also some odd things. So there's like someone in the basement of the derelict building. It seems to be some kind of Satan worship, I think. There's someone that thinks I'm an alien in the water treatment works, and a swamp. But let's just read this properly. So hacking. If you receive a hacking job through your smartphone, you can hack the computer or device related to the job by interacting with it. In the first stage, you'll need to enter the password highlighted. I can't move that cursor, that's not very helpful. Highlighted character sequence on the keyboard. In the second stage, you must select the pattern sequence that matches the pattern highlighted in the upper box. Okay, let's hope that's not as complicated as it sounded. So here's our computer terminal. So they flashed. It's a bit like Simon says. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triangle, star, triangle X. Oh. It's still going. So circle first. I think it's that one. Yes. So they flashed up in. So the first one, you just follow the sequence of what came up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Very strong password. Oh, and there's a present in there. Oh, amphetamines, of course. Someone's going to a very dodgy birthday party. And then the next one just flashed up some random, well, not random, some shapes from some of the patterns below. Oh, we can get into this one. Into the toilets. It'd be rude not to whilst we're here. That's our bladder taken care of. Okay, the sink doesn't seem to do anything. Shame they haven't got a shower in the building. Perhaps we could sleep in here instead of our derelict building. We'll try all the doors. Okay. More toilets. You never know what could be hidden in here. A vending machine and a microwave. Nice, that's good to know. A computer terminal. That looks suspiciously like a phone to me and not a computer terminal. Thought we were going to be able to pick that up and sell it then. Unfortunately not. We can't open these. Brew coffee. Oh, coffee pods. Okay, so you can buy coffee pods. So good to know that we can get into this building if we need to use the microwave. Although it is free anyway in the shop. We'll get some sodas whilst we're here. Okay. Let's just have a look in our inventory. Looking in pretty good shape here, and we've still got $310. Another computer terminal, but this time I would describe that as a laptop. We got trapped behind the door. So we'll just make sure we explore all of the building whilst we can. So it might be that we can't always get back into it. I think that we should probably check our phone messages actually. See what we got. Acknowledgement that we did that. Unknown sender. You figured it out. Back in touch soon. Here's your comp, $25. So that only really leaves us we can't hack onto these. So I guess they're going to open up. Oh, new text message. I guess they're only going to open up the different terminals around the building. Find a PC belonging to some goof called Daniel Sommer. Do we know who Daniel Sommer is? There's not that many in the building. So let's find... Oh, so the room says Daniel Sommer outside of it. That's a bit of a giveaway. Sorry, Daniel, but I've got a job to do. Okay, case, you saw that flash up on the screen that the password is chair. Not the popular singer, but oh, I can't spell it. An office item. And there's a circle. So there's two circles, a hexagon at the end. Hexagon, so it's this one. There we go. We got $50 that time. Right, it is 1:47 in the morning, so we should probably... so each of the doors have got names on, so we're going to get jobs that ask us to hack the different terminals. Is there anything in these cabinets? No. So again, same approach. We'll leave the doors of the rooms that we've explored open so that we can keep track of where we are. Boardroom. There wasn't anything in there, unfortunately. That one's locked. That one's locked. Canteen. Toilets. And that was the elevators. Doors behind reception are locked. So too those double doors. So I think that is as much as we're going to be able to do in here. Let's go and get back to our derelict building. Just make sure that that one can get in. Yeah, it'd be good to have an indicator of where you are on the map. I don't know where the devs are up to with the game support. It's usually the case that you get some patches and stuff after release, so I don't know whether that's going to be the case. Now we just need to find our way back to the derelict building. Just check the map again, make sure that it's not just that the marker wasn't on there before. Okay, so it's now showing that it is showing up again now, but oddly that we're just a bit further up from the shop, which is actually right. It looks like we've got an apartment there that we can... So that's locked. I'm not going to get sidetracked with looting. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. There's the clinic. I think we might have to cross over the road to get back to our building. Yeah, it looks like we're on the wrong side of the street here. Hydration's dropped back into the red. Find a safe crossing point. There are sometimes items in the trash bins. Get across here. It is actually nice to have that bit of variety of being able to go to the different elements of the world. Here we are, I believe, back at our... Just sort our hydration out for a second. And we'll have one of these beef cream. Now, we had a job for someone that wanted... Oh, we got another message there. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Need a medium batch of cocaine. Let's just see if we can buy that off this. Off Randy Crooks. Can buy that for $26. Logan Cross. How do I work out where Logan Cross is? Right, let's get some sleep and we'll end this video so we can keep it to a reasonable length, because the last one went a little bit over, just double the time, just an hour. Actually, we've gone into the derelict building, the underground bit, haven't we? So let's go through the door. There we go, there's the derelict building. So there we have it, another episode. We did a little bit more that time. Let's see if these pumps are open yet. No. There's clearly some other stuff that's going to get opened up as we go through the playthrough. I'm going to stash some of my stuff in my lockers so I don't have to carry everything around. So we'll leave some. We'll leave the drugs in here. And what I'll do is have a look at how we then fulfill some of the jobs, because that job that we got given to lockpick, it automatically gave us the reward once we'd done it, whereas the drug dealing one didn't seem to. Okay, so we need all of those things there, cooked on tree. We'll keep all our food and other items on us. Put the deodorant in there. Sanity is in the red. Okay, save and exit. Sleep and save game. And with that, our sanity hasn't been upgraded. Okay. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Again, as always, if you enjoyed the content, do please give it a thumbs up. If you hit that subscribe button, then that helps the content reach more people. It's very much appreciated. And any comments about your playthrough of the game? It's only been out a couple of days. If you got any hints, tips, anything like that that you could pass on, then please do so. And I'll see you in the next one.